Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ghost Bro, and I'm back with another Jacqui video. This video is going to be part 3 of my series on Jacqui Briggs' Tech Dome. So this video is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be too long. I'm just going to be showing you something and giving you my thoughts and opinions on something that has to do with her Tech Dome. So first things first, I just want to say that Tech Dome can be safe on knockdown. We all know this. With a 224 or a back 2-2 into Tech Dome setup in the corner will leave you safe. The problem with this is you're giving up your turn for this setup, so you have to hold whatever your opponent does, no matter if it's wake up buttons, a wake up attack, jump, whatever it is. You have to anticipate what they're gonna do, and you have to wait for them to make a move. And I mean, I get it, because I mean, you're saying, okay, if I get this Tech Dome set up, I could crush and blow you. So it's a big threat. It's a 300 damage throw. Jacqui doesn't have it in her other variation, so I get why they would make it, you know, so rough for her once she gets it set up. So let me show you the big flaw of this, or pretty much I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so as you may know, when you are testing for frame advantage, and this goes back to the MK9 days, back, you know, to those people that played MK9 back with me, you know that when you don't have on-hand frame data, you can always go to the tried and true jump test. So basically the jump test will show you how plus you are after doing a string if you set your AI to block. So what the AI is going to do is, after I complete my sequence, he's going to jump, and I'm going to set gears to jump, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I have gears set to jump and block. So basically, after I hit him with a string, he's going to immediately, well, he's going to block it, and he's going to immediately jump. So that should let you know how plus you are after something if you don't have on-hand frame data. So let me show you why this is important when it comes to Tech Dome setup. So I'm gonna try two things. Jacqui's 1-1 is +2 on block. You see it right there in the corner. I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna hold up immediately after I'm done doing the string, to show you that it is plus. So I should be able to jump a little bit before gears. +2 is not that much, but I'll show you. Alright, see, +2 is not that much, but you can kind of see I get off the ground a little bit before gears. Alright, so now I'm going to test Jacqui's back 3-4. This is +4 if I'm not mistaken. I think it has a gap, so yeah, he's going to jump through it. So I need to hit him with the last hit. See, you can't tell, but I'm able to jump a little bit before he is. There we go. Alright, so you can see I'm plus. Alright, doesn't look it because Jacqui's hitbox is a little bit smaller, so it makes it look like she isn't jumping, you know, a little bit before him. In reality, when I'm +4, it should look like this right here. You know, see how I'm jumping up before him? Not that much, but like about right there. Okay, you see, you get the point. So I'm gonna show you why Tech Dome setup is so bad. Messed that up. Alright, so as you can see, I did 224 and I got Tech Dome set up. Now let me show you what it'll do if I input up as soon as I'm done with the 224 input, and I'll show you how much advantage Gears has after I do this setup. See, he's able to jump a little bit before me. I'm not sure you can tell, but see, he's able to jump up a little bit before me. So why this is bad is because I'm usually pretty good about doing this setup in the corner, but the thing is, I have to hold what they're gonna do. And if I think they're gonna wake up, guess what they can do? They can automatically drop me because I'm so close to that. I could try to jump back, but that's very dangerous. If you're playing somebody like Gears who has a 6 frame up 2 that's forward advancing, he will knock you out of the air and you'll get full combo punish for trying to jump back. You could stand there and block, but if they start off with maybe a 1-1, because 1-1s are generally about +2, +1 or +2, and the second hit hits mid. So if they start out with a 1-1 and you hold it, now they're at advantage and you can't do anything. You just gotta wait for an opening to go for the throw or take your turn. So I figured out a way to make Tech Dome a little bit more advantage. As of right now, it's hard to say the frame data on Tech Dome setup with you versus your opponent, because it is safe. So that means that Garrus's 6 frame up 2 can't punish it, which I'll show you. See, he can't punish it. So let's just say, since that's 6 frames, let's say that her Tech Dome setup is -5. Let's say that there's a 1 frame window that nobody has anything fast enough to squeeze through there. So for right now, let's officially say that Tech Dome is -5 on when you set it up. -5 is not that much. You should be able to, maybe online, you should be able to get a down 1 in there. But it's pretty hard online. It's pretty difficult to do anything because you have to hold something, and if they have somebody like Jacqui who has a 9 frame mid, good luck, buddy. So let me show you how I managed to keep it a little bit safer. Not safer, I mean, but I managed to keep it plus. So as you can see, back 2-2 is still safe. He can't punish me for that. And I'm able to get a Tech Dome set up. Now let's see about the jump test. Okay, as you can see, it's a little bit closer. So I'm about, let's say, minus about 3 or 4. So I'm about -3 or 4, maybe even 2 or 1. Let's do the jump test again. Okay, we jumped at about the same rate. When I tested this on someone with a smaller hitbox, like I tested it against Jacqui versus Jacqui, it looks like we're jumping at about the same time. So it's closer to neutral, but I'm gonna say it's -3. Another thing I tested, generally it beats most up 2s. I haven't tested it on Gears, so this will be the first time I'm doing this. Okay, so it doesn't work against Gears. So since Gears has a 6 frame up to, let's say this setup is about minus, you're not neutral, because if you were neutral you would be able to get a stand 1. Well, it's 6 frames, so it must be, make sure I'm doing my math right. Stand 1 is 7 frames. Generally, if anybody has a slower up 2, you could start your combo, and I'll show you with that next. I'll show you using Jacqui next. But Gears, this won't work on. So let's try it again. Yeah, so I'm matching 1, but I can't get anything out of there. So Gears is too fast to punish, but basically you see where I'm going here. The only way to keep it to where you can challenge most characters, I put that in quotations because Gears is an exception because his up 2 is extremely fast. I haven't tested it against the cast that has like a 7 frame or 8 frame, 9 frame up 2s, but I'll go ahead and test it. I'll stop being lazy. So this next clip, I'll be probably using a character that has a, we'll go with 8 frame up 2. Alright, we're back, and I have Sonya to test out this up 2 punish. So Sonya has a 8 frame up 2. Look at it. right there. That should knock you in the air. That's 8 frames. Just so that we can check authenticity, I will switch to her. Move list. 8 frame. Let's see. Get up attacks. Yes, up to 8 frames. Alright, so let's test this out. Okay, so it looks like it does not work on an 8 framer. Let's try it again. Yeah, I'm matching one and now I'm getting nothing. Yeah, I'm getting nothing. Okay, so I will say, if you want to, let's try down one. That's same frames, but it might be able to get a little bit low. That's 8 frames. That's 9 frames. Let's try something. Nope, there's nothing I could do. Maybe I could flawless block it. Yeah, I could flawless block it if I think it's coming, but that's a hard read. They could do a roll or something. So, and I'm starting to get more stressed out as I think about how bad this is. So it looks like to keep it more, you know, where you want it to be in terms of you don't want to lose your turn as much. So with the back 2-2 tech dome setup, you could probably stick out a down one. Just to keep them honest. But with the 2-2-4, you're losing your turn, and it's so bad because I get grabbed a lot, or they just start combo on me because I think they're gonna go for the grab, and they start their string. So I neutral crouch and get hit. But this is not looking good right now for our girl. Let me try with Jacqui on Jacqui. Alrighty, so now we got Jacqui Briggs. Now she has, if I'm not mistaken, a 10 frame up to. I could just look at my own move list, go down. No, it's actually 13. Ooh, oh god, this is okay. So let's say they have a. This is looking bad. I'm so sorry. I'm about to get emotional. So let's say they have a 10 frame, a 13 frame get up. So this would actually work perfect if you're fighting the Jacqui mirror. This is so bad. Like, you can get away with the gimmicks on your own. That's okay. That's garbage. But let me show you. So you see, I can catch her before she hits me. She has a 13 frame up to, and I can catch her before she hits me. I'm not sure if anybody has a 10 framer, but okay. So yeah, I can counter that. It's kind of a tight window, but pretty easy to do, and that's with a 7 frame. Stand 1. So let's say that 12 frames is the bare minimum I'm thinking, but I really want to just go ahead and say 13 because Jacqui has a 13. If anybody can lab that with a 12 framer, let me know. I just don't feel like doing it right now. Forget it. I'll stop being lazy and find a 12 framer. So the next clip you see will probably be me against a 12 frame up to. Alright, so we're back with Noob Cybot, and he has a 12 frame up to. So I'm gonna lab it out, see if I can counter hit him out of his up to animation. Then we can know for sure where this stands. And if I'm able to do this, then I know somebody that has a 11 frame, which is Baraka, and I'll test him next. But if this does not work on Noob after maybe like 6 or 7 tries, then I know that 13 frames is gonna be the limit. Okay, so I've tried it about 6 times and I could not get it. So as of right now, we're going to definitively say that 13 frames is going to be the limit. And it's a very tight window, and you got to be reading that they're going to do that. I suggest stopping at 1-1 because you're +2 after that. So if you do catch them after at a 1-1, if you are able to counter hit them, maybe you can hit confirm. If you're not good at hit confirming your 1-1 into a 1-1-2, then let's see, 1-1 on hit is +10, so that should jail into a 4-3 anyway. So anything after that, you should be good money. So that'll be +2, and you can grab or anything. So you're plus enough, and you're in the corner to where any follow up should be, you know, should be good. I'll hold down so that the character will duck. Yep, I'm trying to get it. You saw I ducked there. I was trying to get a down 1 at 7 frames, and I could not get a down 1. So maybe a 6 framer could knock them out of that, but guess what? She doesn't have a 6 frame down 1 or anything. So to sum it all up, if you want to keep the pressure going so that you can get your throw in, I suggest doing back 2-2 into tech dome setup, not forward 2-2, back 2-2 or anything. Let's try the jump test with 1 forward 2-2 and then back 2 tech dome setup. So he's able to jump a little bit before me, so I'm more negative than if I was to go for the back 2-2. Let's try 1 back 2. Oh yeah, and you're even more negative if you don't do the 2-2. You're gonna lose on damage. You really are. Let's see how much damage you actually do. So you get 228 for that setup. The other setup, so you're losing 6% or so. If you want to go ahead and cash out on your damage and think that you can read their wake up, or you want to go ahead and try to risk getting thrown or anything, you think you're good at taking throws, you can take them if they throw you, go ahead and do this setup. Get your damage, cash out, you know, be patient, wait your turn, you'll get the throw. If they try to jump out, which they have the frames to do, they can jump out, anti-air them, you know, you'll have a much better time if you're good at reacting to wake ups. If you're not, and you want to stay as plus as possible without giving up too much of your turn, this is what you're going to want to do, the back 2-2 into the tech dome. But go for whichever one suits you, man. I'm definitely going to be using both in my matches. If I do it a couple times and I get thrown again or something like that, I'm going to go for this one. They're going to think that they have more frames to play with, but they're not going to know that I'm able to go ahead and get a stand 1 maybe if they try to, you know, do some funny business or try to jump out. I probably get down 1, down 3, you know, something. I'm going to be, you know, mixing it up a little bit. So I'm going to do both, just so they will never know how negative I am. Got me? Alright, I think that's gonna be it for this video. It went kind of longer than I wanted it to, but again, thanks for watching. Appreciate all the love I've been getting lately. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content, and turn the notification bell on if you want to be notified whenever I upload a video, which turns out to be quite often. Probably maybe 2-3 times a month. Not a month, I'm so sorry. 2-3 times a week. I'm uploading content, and I got a really good set with me and Happy Pal coming up that I'm gonna upload. He didn't play Jacqui, unfortunately, but it still was a really good set. I'm gonna upload that. So guess I'll catch you guys in the next video.